Hello, guys. Wow, I'm not sure if this is working. Am I live? Can you guys see this? I'm going to try to post the link into, well, I can't post the link, but I'm going to post on my Facebook account and let everybody know to come here. And hopefully you guys will be able to see me. So hold on a second here. Hold on, my friends. The day has finally come where Facebook has censored me. They have eliminated my ability to go live on Facebook. So here I am. Lorraine Engles, good morning. Yay, you guys can see this. Okay, hello. I'm just going to post it on my Facebook, if they'll let me, onto my Facebook page to let you guys know that I'm here. We're going to start the tarot card pulls for today. Oh, can you even hear me? Sorry, guys, my microphone's all down here. I was typing. I'm so not ready. Okay, hold on a sec. All right. Hello, everyone. I am live on YouTube right now. I don't even know what my YouTube name is. It's just Tracy Horseman, right, guys? I think. Hopefully, you guys can see this. Find me at Tracy Horseman on YouTube. We are starting the tarot card pulls. Whoops, tarot. See, now this is embarrassing. You guys get to see how slow I type. Tarot card pulls from last week. Okay. Now, hopefully that posts and then we can get started and this will hopefully go through. Isn't this interesting, guys? Can you guys see me okay? Can somebody said yes perfectly? Yay, that's so awesome. I tried to do this before and it did not go so well, you guys. So I'm so impressed. I prayed about this and I asked you guys for prayers too. And I asked my friend for prayers and I was like, okay, the day has finally come where they have censored me. I knew that was going to happen. But the odd thing is, you guys, I did not even say anything this time. The post that they censored me over was from 3 years ago. Can you believe that? 3 years ago. Okay, so I'm just going to push this back a little bit here, guys. We're going to do, these are the tarot. Woo! We are doing tarot card pulls from all of the like and shares from last week. Actually, but before I do that, let me fix my microphone again here. Hopefully people can start coming on and finding me. Okay, so I want to do a couple of quick announcements. Hopefully this is working for everybody. Can somebody post another update if you guys can see me? Last time this froze halfway through and I didn't know until I was done when I was live on YouTube. So if you can hear this, can you go update good? Oh, perfect. Thank you, Lorraine. Thank you. Update's good. You guys can hear me clear? Perfectly. Okay. I love this. Okay. So please, you guys, as you can see, oh, that's so awesome. As you can see, we're having a little trouble with Facebook. And so I want to let you guys know, even if I wasn't able to go live here on YouTube or Facebook, I will still do, if you're a member, you will still get a reading. I might not be able to post it, or I might have to pre-record it and then post it here on YouTube. But I will always make sure my members get their readings. Even if I can't post it right away, you will still get your readings. So please don't worry about that. I really don't want them to take that away from everybody else, though, because I know that these messages help so many people out there. So I really need your prayers right now, you guys. I absolutely need your prayers right now. THM needs your prayers to keep the channel up so that they don't take us down. Okay, so, and that being said, welcome to the new schedule. I've been trying to figure out, it's been so busy since Christmas, and I've been trying to, because of Christmas, and I've been trying to figure out a way to get these tarot cards in because I want to do these every day. I love doing these tarot cards. So actually I came up with a new plan. I always book my Tuesdays off anyway for my members live readings at noon. And I kind of have an easy morning Tuesday mornings, right? But no more. I usually do a 10 and a noon appointment during the day, rest of the week anyway. So from now on, we are going to make Tuesday mornings at 10 to do the tarot card pulls from the week before. So what that means is that even if you're not a member and you've been watching the live members readings with me, is if you like and share those videos or the announcement for those videos and you comment, like, and shared on my video, then I will pull a card for you from the tarot on this day. So yeah, so I think it's actually better that way because then so for example, today, my lives today, and my live on Saturday, I will do the tarot card pulls for them next Tuesday. And that way, everybody who's watching in between has a chance to comment, like, and shared and get in on the tarot card pull as well, right? So this is awesome. All right. And last thing I want to remind you guys before we get into the tarot card pulls, because we do have quite a bit here today. I didn't know I was going to be telling you this, but we'll be live here today for members. And on this Thursday, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, which is Calgary, Alberta time. If you're in Ontario, that's 2 hours ahead. If you're in BC, that's an hour behind. This Thursday, 6 p.m. Calgary time, I will be live free for everybody. I will be live from 6 till 8. I will be taking calls from anybody. You don't have to have a membership. Everybody can call in, and whoever gets through, I will pass on messages from Spirit. I'm going to be posting an announcement for this in the next couple of days. Or in the next couple of hours, I should say, after we're done our lives today. So watch for that. All right, so let's just get right into it. I got to go kind of quick because how many people do we have on our list today? We have 40 names on our list today, guys. So I posted the list of names on the side there or on the description. Hopefully you guys can see that there. I've never used YouTube before, so this is all new. But all right, let's do this. So make sure, before I do this, I just want to clarify, because it's been a week. Maybe your questions are like time sensitive and have passed. So make new ones. Spirit doesn't care. You're watching this now, so they will answer whatever question it is that you're putting out now. So make sure you ask the question in your head to your guides, to your loved ones, and make sure it's a very clear yes and no, if you make the question yes or no, I can answer it easier for you, right? If I don't know your question and it's very vague and general, then it's really difficult to give you an answer with one tarot card, right? So all right, so here we go. The first person on my list is Elaine Rechnagel. All right, Elaine, what answer does Spirit have for you? All right, Spirit, what answer? Woo, did you see that one fly? Unfortunately, so it came this way, Elaine. Did I say the right name? Yes, Elaine. So the Wheel of Fortune upside down is usually it can be just the wrong timing, bad luck. It's actually kind of good because it reminds us that even if things aren't going your way right now, the wheel will turn eventually and you will be able to move forward. So this, I would say, is no, wrong timing. That's why I say make sure your questions are really clear, yes and no, right? Because this is really no. This card literally means bad luck, upside down, or wrong direction, the wheel going against your favor at this time. So the answer to that question is no. All right, where's my pen? I better keep track or I will read the same person 3 times not knowing it. Oh. Man, is Spirit strong today. I'm trying to concentrate on this and they're causing all kinds of, like, my face already. Okay, Marilyn Thiel. All right, Marilyn. Spirit, what answer do you have for Marilyn? And this thing's just so bugging me. Hold on. All right. What answers do you have for Marilyn? It flew right into my lap, Marilyn. Interesting. So I'm going to look this guy up because I think he just means a little bit muddled-headed, a little bit not standing up for yourself. Hold on a second here. Isn't that weird? I literally opened right to the page that he's on. See, that's synchronicity. So that is an extra pay attention. So becoming overwhelmed by doubt, moodiness, replaying negative negative ideas or possible negative outcomes. That's why I get the muddled feeling from it, right? Feeling lost before you start, lack of clarity, stumbling, minor mistakes. I would just say that your head's not clear enough to move forward. Whatever your question was about, I would say you're not quite there yet. You guys got to remember to make sure that you get yourself clear in where you want to go. If you're too focused on the fear, then you're going to be pulling the fear into your world, right? You're not going to attract what you're wanting. You're going to be attracting what you fear, because you get what you pay attention to in life, you guys. It's that simple and that difficult to understand. All right. Next we have Kim Paul. Kim, my friend. I hope you're having a good Christmas, Kim. I haven't seen you in a few years. All right. Spirit, what answer do you have for Kim? What answer do you have for Kim's question? Oh, that flipped over right like that. Oh, Kim, it's not time to manifest something yet. The King of Pentacles is he's a master manifester, if you understand what the word manifesting means. Here we go. Mediocrity, fear of failure, not having enough resources to proceed or take care of the family, crushed by financial responsibility, cut off from good in your life, unhealthy behaviors. I don't know what you asked, but let me tell you, I've known you a long time. This is not so much I think it's unhealthy behaviors in the sense that you have to understand that the world is changing, and you have to, we might have to change the way that we do things. I've known you for a very long time, my friend, and you have had a rough road. You and I have been through some similar experiences in the past, and I know darn well how rough a road you've had. And you got to let go of that idea. You got to stop being so aware of how tough it's been and start being more aware of how exciting it's going to be in order to pull that into your world. That's what this is saying. Time to let that behavior go, that bad habit of worrying. And you're not the only one, my friend. A lot of us have had that habit of worrying. But you know what? This live right now is a perfect example of why you got to let that go. Because we all experience challenges in our world. I mean, they just censored me. You've known me a long time. How much do I like it when somebody tries to shut me up? Not at all, right? So I could have focused on my frustration about that, and then I wouldn't have been able to make this work so easily. Like just whoop, right over to YouTube. YouTube has never worked this well for me. This is your guys' prayers, and this is because we focused on the vibration that we want and didn't allow fear to take us down. Fear can only take you down if you let it. Remember that. All right. Mimi Marchewka. Please forgive me if I mispronounce your names, guys. I don't mean to. Doing the best I can. And as you can see, I'm half blind. So this setup is totally annoying me. Please forgive me here. I'm going to push this away just a little bit more. Bring my table in closer. Oh, this is better. Okay. And then maybe this won't bother me. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Can somebody post if you can hear me okay? All right. I don't know. There might be a lag on this too. Okay. So Mimi Marchewka. Spirit, what answers and clarity can you bring to Mimi Marchewka's question? Thank you, Lorraine. All right. Mimi Marchewka. Spirit, what answers do you have for Mimi? What answers do you have for Mimi's question? Mimi, they're flying. You have 2. Oh, honey. Okay. So this shows interesting. So I'm going to look up the exact meaning of this guy reversed, because you got the strength cards. I don't know if you can see this. You got the strength card upside down. That usually indicates being focused on fear, feeling like you don't have the strength or the tools that you need to proceed. The 2 of Wands upright is a good card of looking forward to the future, feeling like you have the world in your hands, looking forward to the future. I just want to double check in my download book here. And again, I open right to the right page. There is some synchronicity going on here today, you guys. I'm loving it. Okay, so reversed. Yeah, here we go. Desire to get out, get moving, seize the day, leaving your comfort zone. Oh, Easy. Okay, so that makes sense. So perfect sense. You got to get out and leave your comfort zone and stop being afraid. The answer to your question is yes, but you got to take a leap of faith. You got to take a risk. You got to jump out there. You got to make it happen. You can do it. Like I say to my kids, you can do it. That was in a movie somewhere, some Adams, I think, and I never forgot it. Sticks in my head. Spirit uses it all the time like a symbol. You can do it. Sorry, I'm weird. You're going to see that as you watch. Okay. I hope that helps, Mimi. Okay, Debbie Leduc. Did I say that right? Yes, Debbie Leduc. All right, Spirit. What answers, wisdom, or clarity do you have for Debbie? What answers, wisdom, clarity do you have for Debbie? I would say be careful, Debbie. You got the Emperor reversed. The Emperor is a card of bosses, people in authority. It can be the man in your world. It can even be yourself or feeling like you don't have authority in your world right now. Hold on a second. I'm going to look at my downloads here. I just see this is the book. This is my study book, just so you guys know. This is all my notes on each and every single card. And because I'm a psychic medium, what happens is when I look at this book, certain words like jump out and highlight for me because each card can mean a different thing depending on the situation, if that makes sense. So, okay, so here we go. Difficulty following through with responsibilities of leadership or authority, feeling burdens of leadership or responsibility, someone not self-sufficient, acting as a burden or feeling like a burden, misdirected or abuses of power, proceeding down wrong path. And that, I think, is the bottom line here. This is why I say make sure your questions are yes and no. This literally is that going down that path, whatever you asked about, would feel like a giant burden. And so I would say this, whatever your question was, the answer to that is no, because you either have too many responsibilities on your plate already, or it's too much for you to take on. So, and it could also, I just want to say that my spidey senses are tingling. If you asked about a person, that would tell me that they are not going to be able to handle their responsibility in your world in a fair way or in a way that makes you feel happy. Does that make sense? Okay. So next we have Pat Watt. Pat. Oh, I like your energy today, Pat. Interesting. I just felt something go wee. So I don't know if today is a good day. I felt really excited. I don't know what that's about. Okay, Spirit. What answers and clarity do you have for Pat? And it just fell right out, Pat. Oh, I'm so excited for you. I love this for you. Okay, I want to show you both of these. So let's show you this one first. So this guy, look at this guy, up right side up. He's carrying all these wands. He's got a heavy burden, right? He's carrying this big load. This is a release of the burdens, release of the big load that you're carrying. And when you can release some of that injustice, those burdens, guess what happens? You get justice in your world. I want to just, Spirit just said in my ear, you missed the juicy part. It's in the book. So hold on a second. I want to go to the juicy part in the book, I guess. Hold on. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, releasing and letting go of too many tasks. Oh, that's it. That's exactly it. Okay, that's what I'm missing. So that's why your energy feels so good right now. Remember, as soon as I started to pull the cards on you, I was like, wow, I can feel the energy. Good morning, guys. I love that you guys are talking. Is that by releasing too many tasks and too many burdens and releasing too much that's on your plate and focusing on what makes you feel good, you're going to get justice. Things are going to happen in your favor now. Maybe things that have been waiting to take some time to come into play. Justice can also indicate law, things like that, contracts, whatever, something going in your favor. So focusing on yourself and keeping that vibration up and letting go of some of those things that are bringing your vibration down leads to justice. And that's a really great thing. So I don't know what your question was, but that is an awesome answer. Okay, next we have Carlie Harold. Oh, good morning, Stephanie. Good morning, everybody. Okay. I can't believe this is working so good. That's the power of prayer, you guys. Let that be known, just so you know. All right. Carlie Harold. Spirit. Interesting. Your cards are doing their own thing here, Carlie. Well, okay. They won't even come together. That's their way of letting me know I have to do another shuffle. So hold on a second. Wow, your cards don't even want to come together, Carlie. I don't know what you're going through, but your energy is already shining through here. So let's just see. Spirit, what answers, clarity, or wisdom can you bring to Carlie's question? Answers. This is good. This is very good. This is a yes, just so you know. I don't know what your question was. Yes, 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 yes. I like the Knight of Wands. He comes charging in. See, I'm a wand. Wands are like the fire sign of the tarot. And the Knight of Wands comes charging in. He's a powerful guy. Hold on a second. Young person. Oh, that's the page. I'm like, not that young. What are we doing here? Where's my knight? What the heck happened? Oh, this is the one that I messed it up. Okay, so hold on. Sorry. Knight in shining armor. Oh, see, if you asked about a love relationship, dang, that's exactly what that means. Charging forward with passion, commitment for change, or to implement a plan or idea. This very often can indicate a new plan, a new idea, something going forward, full force ahead, charisma, charm, dynamicism, goal-oriented and focused, looking ahead, making something happen. Action. If you whatever your question is, this is yes. This is full forward, moving forward, lots of action, make it happen. I do want to say the thing about that is that it's not going to happen for you. So if your question is that, is somebody going to come into my world? Am I going to fall in love, for example, or is this relationship going to get fixed? The answer is yes, but you have to put some energy into it as well. The UPS man isn't going to come knock on your door and be like, hey, you know what I mean? All right, here we go. Sherry Clark. I weird myself out with my own weirdness sometimes, you guys. You know that? Anyway, here we go. Sherry Clark. Spirit, what insight, clarity, and wisdom do we have for Sherry today? Ooh. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You guys are not going to believe this. Bam! Exact same card. Sherry. Wow. See, I want to point out, remember I told you guys that there is some amazing synchronicities going on today? You have to pay attention to these synchronicities because synchronicity and cooperative incidences are the language of spirit. Spirit, I want to point something out before I read this card again. Spirit will group together people. Even your names are together, close together, the people that need close to the same message. I've seen them do that before in these tarot readings, actually. I'm noticing a pattern here. They will have people's names in order. If you can get a message for the person before you or the person after you, they will absolutely synchronize things around that. So that's crazy. We just had two names in a row and we pulled the same freaking card, two names in a row, two people in a row. So Knight of Wands, yet again, means yes, make it happen. The answer to your question is yes. It's an energy of going full force ahead, of implementing an idea or a plan. And if you're asking about love or a relationship, it also means yes, but it means you have to add some energy to it. It's not going to just happen for you. You have to go out there and make it happen. But just know that when you initiate that energy, I talk about this all the time, you guys. It's called exchange of energy. When you initiate that energy forward, it will come back to you. Okay. Interesting. I love that. The synchronicities today. All right. Donna Robitaille or Robitaille. One of these days, Donna, you and I are going to have to talk so I know how to pronounce your name because I think I mispronounce it every single day. And I'm so sorry. It's okay. Imagine how much I like it when people pronounce my name. My name is Tracy Horseman, but sometimes because there's no E in my name, they can pronounce it Tracy Horseman. Too funny. Anyway, where am I here? Donna, right. Okay, Donna, here we go. Spirit, what answers? Wow, did you see that? Just didn't even have to try, Donna. Bam, there you go. 3 of Pentacles. That is a good card for money, for contracts, for institutions, for marriage, for people working together, for connections. That shows usually people working together in advancement of a goal. That's planning, making things happen. Whatever your question was, I'm going to double check in my God download book here, but that is absolutely a yes moving forward. Especially if you asked about anything to do with institutions or companies or anything like that. Yeah, teamwork, satisfying work, working together to build something concrete and wonderful. Oh, goodness sake, gas. Excellent communication and a shared vision. Yeah, it's working towards a goal with other people. So whatever your question was, the answer is yes. You're going to be working with other people to make this happen. So cool. Cool. Okay, next. We have Jacquline Williams. Oh, I think I just drew on my chin. Did you guys see that? I did too. Okay, anyway. Jacquline Williams. Spirit, what answers, clarity, or wisdom do you have for Jacqueline Williams? It fell into my hand, Jacqueline. I don't know if I trust it because it just kind of fell. So I'm just going to do this again. If it's right, it'll come out again. We've seen that happen. All right. Spirit. Answers, wisdom, or clarity for Jacqueline. Answers, wisdom, or clarity. Yeah, it's absolutely right. The card literally fell out and then flipped into the opposite position to be, it means very similar things to the first one. So hold on a second here. They're both cups. So we're talking about a situation that has to do with the heart. We're talking about, and I wonder if it's even Christmas because you got the 3 of Cups reversed, and together it's a card of celebration and coming together. Reversed, it's disappointment in a group of people or how something you were very passionate about has turned out. Disillusionment within a group. And bullying, possible bullying or family relationships causing problems. It comes down to you can't make everybody happy. And then the next card, when I put it back in, because I was like, well, I don't know, that came out way too fast. And just the way it came out, I second guessed it. So I pulled another one and we got the Queen of Cups reversed. And the Queen reversed is, like I said, she means very similar things here. It's an emotional card. It is, here we go. Hurt, disappointment in love or creative projects. Creatively blocked, emotionally blocked, disappointments, frustrations, feelings of loss and sadness, grief, depression. Oh, honey, I don't know what you're going through, but if you asked a yes or no, then I would guess that the answer is no, because there's grief and sadness there, that you're not going to be able to come together as a group, or that there's some issues working. The way I feel as a medium, the information, the way I understand that is you're trying to move something forward as a group, and maybe the group is not moving with you, and you might have to refocus, reevaluate how you're going to do this moving forward. Does that make sense? It's kind of like I could have gotten that card. Sorry, my hair's driving me nuts today. That I could have gotten that card this morning, things not working out within a group and whatnot because of the fact that they zipped my mouth shut on Facebook. So, you know what I mean? It doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. It just means that maybe it's time to shift your focus in a different direction. Okay. Turn my pen off. Mandawoub. I love your name. I love saying your name. Even when I'm writing it down, Amanda. I hope you're not mad at me for that. But even as I write it down, I'm like, Mandawoub. I wish I had your name. That sounds like such a cool name. All right, Spirit. What answers, clarity, wisdom do you have for Amanda? And it just literally flipped on the floor the way that it wanted to. This is the sorrow, loss, grief, sadness. I feel like you need to accept that something is ending. When this card shows up, it really means that you have to take a look and that you're immersed in sorrow. And if you ask, should I go in this direction? I would say it's just going to bring sorrow, or you're not ready because you're still immersed in sorrow. It literally means look in another direction for happiness. So I don't know what your question was, hon, but I would say that's a no. I hope that helps anyway. It's not, I hate seeing the no cards because I never want to get up here and say no, but at least hopefully it will give you some guidance in direction, right? So, okay, Kristy Snyder. All right. Here comes Matthew McConaughey out my mouth again. All right, you guys. Shake that off. Kristy, what messages, answers, or guidance does the Spirit have for you? Answers, messages, or guidance? Oh, Kristy, I love this for you. She's one of my favorite cards, especially because I'm an entrepreneur. So the Empress can indicate birth. It can indicate marriage, union, abundance going forward. It's the card of abundance. It's the card of birthing something, moving forward. It can indicate a new project, a new idea, a new beginning, but it always comes with the feeling of abundance and nurturing. So it could indicate a marriage, usually baby, birth, new beginnings, new project, new idea. So if you ask, should I start this thing or should I move in this direction? It's going to bring a lot of abundance. I hope that helps. You know, sometimes I just sit here and I go, I wish I knew what your questions were. I love and just so you guys know, I love when you provide some feedback so that I know if these are making sense to you all. It really helps me. And I definitely scroll through and read all the comments. All right, Lorraine Engles. Oh, Lorraine, I want to give you big hugs and tell you to take deep breaths. I feel this energy of trying to feel better, if that makes sense. I don't know what you're going through, kiddo. And somebody laughed at me and said, she's older than you. I hope you are, and that's not, I'm not insulting you right now. Here we go. Lorraine Engles. Lorraine, answers, clarity, and wisdom do you have for Lorraine? Answers, clarity, or wisdom do you have for Lorraine? Answers, clarity. Yes, even your cards don't want to come out. Answers, clarity, wisdom for Lorraine. Do you see this, Lorraine? I'm going to shuffle again. Hold on. Even on the bottom of the card, we have the heartbreak card. Answers, clarity, wisdom for Lorraine. There we go. Yeah, heartbreak. You're still dealing with heartbreak, sweetie. We just read this card a little bit ago too, right? The Queen of Cups. She's totally stuck, still open to the Queen of Cups page. Hurt, disappointment in love, or in a creative project, creatively blocked, emotionally blocked, disappointment, frustration, feelings of loss. See, it's interesting. That's exactly what I was picking up. I didn't even have to pull the card to pick that up. I could feel it like that as soon as I touched them, as soon as I connected to your energy. Okay. Sometimes we get stuck in these situations because something has happened in our world that creates this challenge, and all we can see is that challenge. You have to find a way to see above that challenge. You have to find a way to see it working out, even if it's never worked out before. Look at today, for example. YouTube has never worked out for me before. Never. It's been problem after problem after problem. Put your mind on what you want. Think about where you're going. I got up this morning and I did get that notice from Facebook that said that I was now blocked for a month. But that's why I got my notices put up so early, because I was like, oh no, is this going to affect my work account? And I put it up right away. And they let me post the announcements. They let me post on my work account, but I can't go. So I figured everything was going to be fine. And then they wouldn't let me go live. And I still didn't panic. Even though this has never worked before, I still was like, no, I'm going live today. I don't care how I'm going live. I'm going live one way or another. And you know what? Here we are. You have to be able to see what you want and pay attention and focus on what you want more than what is upsetting you or more than what hurts. I know that's frustrating. That can be easier said than done sometimes, but honestly, it just takes some practice. It's kind of like if you have like something that hurts, a toothache or something, you got to do something to distract yourself, because if you just sit there and you think about it the whole time, the pain just gets worse and worse and worse and worse, right? So, like I said, when I first touched the cards, I can feel you trying to feel better. And that is literally the first step. Sometimes you just got to want to feel better. And especially if you're going through grief or loss, you guys, sometimes we get stuck and we don't want to feel better. We feel like, how dare I be happy when I've lost all of this or whatnot. So the beginning is the want to get better. So you're on the right track. Baby steps and breadcrumbs, sweetie. Baby steps and breadcrumbs. You got this. You got this. Okay, Samantha Heiserman. Here we go. Samantha Heiserman. All right. Oh, Lorraine wrote something. Makes sense. And thanks, I am. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. It's a loss. I can't read any more than that, but okay. I can't get focused on your energy again, or I'll be pulling cards for you. Okay. I'll read it after and I will respond. I promise, honey. Samantha Heiserman. That's where I was. Samantha. All right, Spirit. What answers, wisdom, or clarity do you have for Samantha Heiserman? Answers, wisdom, clarity for Samantha. Answers. Whoa. You have like 15 cards that just flew out, so I can't take all of them. That's a story. You got something going on in your world, Samantha. Hold on. Answers, clarity, or wisdom for Samantha. Oh, release the pain. Let go of the pain. The 10 of Swords is the card. Upright is worse, I got to tell you, than this way, because this is as bad as it can get. This card is literally, look, he's lying on the ground. He's got 10 swords in his back. He's as dead as you can get, right? So flip that up reversed, and that indicates a releasing of the pain, a releasing of that ending, and being able to move forward and look in another direction for happiness. It's kind of like the follow-up from the person before. And again, there's a synchronicity here. So Lorraine, I hope you're still listening. This is kind of like the next stage from getting from where you were to where you want to go. See, we don't just magically wake up and be where we want to go. It's a journey, you guys. So sometimes you might have to rest a little while in, anger land, and then move up and drive a little ways till you get to grief or guilt land, and then you'll get through that. You'll find some contentment, and then you might get to the town of hope. You know what I mean? And then slowly, if you keep going, we'll get from hope to belief, and then from there you'll get to excitement. And you got to study the emotional scales, you guys, and just work your ways up. This, honey, is showing that you are at that point in your world where you're releasing the pain and it's time to move forward. So it's a really good card. I don't know what your question was, but it indicates move forward, step forward. The time for pain and sorrow is over. It's time to move forward. Okay, Stephanie Blanchard. Stephanie. Here we go. Oh, Steph, I'm picking so much. I know I've read for you before, so your loved ones just step forward. They're like, is it our turn? It's not a member's life. You got to stay out of my head and go into the cards for me here today. All right. Oh, your grandma, Steph. Okay. Answers, clarity, or wisdom for Stephanie. Oh, and it flipped itself over. I love this for you, Steph. Victory in a public eye. You're looking beautiful, I bet. I know that you had a surgery, a well-deserved, that I can't wait till I get one of those surgeries. Let me tell you, when you work your butt off and I can't wait to see her. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. See, you can tell I got the dead people in my head now because you can hardly understand my words. I'm talking and listening at the same time. Victory in the face of other people. You look great. Everyone around you, I'm sure, is commenting. This is being able to see. And what that does is when you feel successful and triumphant, and I know that you lost a lot of weight, and this is, victory and triumph for you, and everyone around you is now seeing that, and you're getting the accolades and the congratulations that you deserve. And what that does is it puts you in a higher vibration. And now all of the choices and decisions that you're making in your life are going to be matching that vibration. That is so good for you. Whatever your question was, enormous victory. And I know it's because a big deal is because of the changes you've made in your emotional vibrational field. And you've been doing exactly what we've been talking about. You've been focusing more on what you want and what's coming up for you, and less about what has been bothering you, right? So this is amazing for you. And just so you know, in the back of my head, I've got that song. Who sings it? Is it the Beatles? Here Comes the Sun. I have that song in the back of my head. So I don't know if your question was about vacation, something like that. I'm not sure, but I'm hearing that song. Here comes the sun, little darling. Okay, I'm not singing. I'm a terrible singer. Okay, Cathy Fachini. Cathy. How am I doing on time, you guys? We're good. We got lots of time. Okay, Cathy Fachini. Spirit, what answers, clarity, wisdom can you give to Cathy? Answers, clarity, or wisdom? Oh, Cathy. You're frustrated with the people around you. Hey, hon. Again, this card is about being frustrated with a group, feeling disillusionment within a group, feeling disappointment within a group of people. Often I see this card. I bet you it's that you're at that stage of your journey here, hon, where you have to kind of separate yourself from the chaff. Is that the phrase? And did I say that properly? I could have totally butchered that statement. You have to separate yourself from the people that bring your vibration down. And you can be disappointed with those people, but it's not going to help you. You can't force somebody else to change. You can model and provide an example of what's possible for them if they change by changing yourself. But you can't force somebody else to change. We all have free will in this world. We all have the right to choose. Even if we're not aware of the consequences of our actions, we still have the right to choose. And we can't interfere with anybody else's right to choose, right? So from that card, I just get, maybe just don't try to control the people around you, and maybe let go. Sometimes we have to not let go of people, but don't focus on certain people as much and put our focus on other people that can help raise our vibration, right? Sometimes people pull our vibrations down, not because they're doing anything wrong. I've had friends I have to stop talking to, not because they've done anything wrong, but just because things that are going on in their world bring back memories or flashbacks or bring me pain. I can't listen to it. I can't immerse myself in that all the time. So, yeah. So just be very careful about, or not very careful, just kind of relax, I would say, about, don't worry about those people. They will figure it out. Everybody's going to figure it out sooner rather than later here. And put your focus on new people and the people that are raising your vibration. Does that make sense, hon? Okay. Sarah Ann Harris. Liked and subbed. I don't even know what that means, Pat, but maybe that's a YouTube thing. Maybe it means shared in your chest. Oh, gosh, I snorted. Okay, Spirit, get out of my head. Here we go. Who we got up again now? I just said it. Sarah Ann Harris. Here we go. I got to speed up a little bit. Okay, Sarah Ann Harris. Spirit, what answers, clarity, wisdom do you have for Sarah Harris? What answers, clarity, or wisdom can you give to Sarah? Didn't come out. Answers, clarity. There it came out. Wisdom. You got the strength card reversed, hon. That can be an indication of fear. I just want to go and read the actual card here to see what jumps out at me, because there's something staring me right in the face. I'm not exactly sure what it is here. Hold on. Yeah, step away, step back. That's all I need to read. overwhelmed, feeling out of control, unsatisfying experience, or sexual experience. Could be indicate being controlled, feeling like you're in the lion's den, sabotage, fear, inaction, lack of control. So yeah, no. Whatever your question was, this is like no. Step back. Definitely gain some clarity here. I do get an element. I think that's why they wanted me to look this up, because I do get an element of being controlled here. If your question is about should I go for whatever your question was, should I go forward with whatever? This is no, because it's not going to allow you to be who you really want to be, or to open up and have the experiences that you really want to have. Does that make sense? Yeah, whatever your question was, this is just restriction and block and fear, just so you know. I see a lot of fear around that. It's these kinds of readings that I wish I knew your question so I could answer it more specifically, but kind of mold that into whatever your question was for me here. All right, Jenny Cowie-Schumann. Jenny Cowie-Schumann. And oh, Jenny, what a sweetheart you are. She called me, or she left me a message this morning just to check up on me, because I was supposed to post some tarot readings on Sunday for you guys. Oops. And my Sunday was like, no. My Sunday was the only day I had off, and you guys, I literally just sat like a vegetable. I think I said 5 words until the evening when I had a reading, so I didn't actually have a day off. Anyway, here we go. So thank you, Jenny, but I'm good, just busy. So Jenny, Spirit, what answers, clarity, or wisdom can you give to Jenny? Well, you have bossy loved ones, I heard. You need to shuffle that. Just saying. Okay. I do as I'm told. Jenny, what answers, clarity, or wisdom can you give to Jenny? Woo! The Page of Wands. That's a good card. It indicates a new idea, a new project, moving forward, stepping into a new idea. I'm going to get out the actual God book and read you see if anything jumps out on me from here. But actually, that's a very good yes card. That's usually the beginning of a new idea, beginning of a new project. It's a really good card. Hold on here. It can indicate a young person as well. And the other thing I want to remind you is that the pages always bring an offer. So I'm not sure what your question was, but this definitely brings an offer, usually about a project, an idea, a commitment. It can indicate like a proposal, possibly seizing a moment, making good choices, being decisive after procrastination. That's what stares out at me here, is really, it feels like from this that you've made a choice. And when you make that choice and you say, okay, now this is what I want, I'm going to move in that direction. And then you connect to your 5th dimensional beings, loved ones, and spirit guides and God. And you say, all right, this is what I want. Now take me there. This is the card you're going to get. It's the birth of a new idea. It's the passion and a yes, a proposal in whatever way. If it's not a relationship, then it's in a proposal or of a union to go forward in a new idea in some way, shape, or form. So that's a yes, whatever your question was. All right. Christina Maitland. Oh, Sarah Adams. How do you get on my reading list? Well, oops, I'm doing these backwards. All you got to do is I do a live members reading for members of my THM club every single Tuesday and Saturday. And everybody who likes and shares that video, I write your names down, and then I do a special video for you here. And I pull a card for you. That's all you got to do. Because I really believe in exchange of energy and that we help each other in this world, right? So you guys help me out by liking and sharing. I help you out by helping to bring some guidance. And this is our new Tuesdays. We're going to do tarot in the mornings and members in the afternoons. It's awesome. You're welcome. Okay, so who did I have next? I said Christina Maitland. Here we go. All right, Christina. Spirit. Woo, did you see that? It just literally flew. Oh, I love this, Christina. She's one of my favorite cards in the deck. She's literally me. She's not my card. I'm not a pentacle. I'm a wand usually, but this is my card because it's somebody of independence, wealth. I'm not surrounded in wealth yet. I'm getting there, but she's independent. She is loving life. She is surrounded by everything that she loves and is just enjoying her independence and her abundance and her wealth and her success. So whatever your question was, Christina, that's the outcome. Success, independence, love, and wealth and joy. So really good. You see why I say, oh, I like that card. Awesome. All right. Aimee Slifka. Aimee. Here we go. All right, Spirit, what answers, clarity, or wisdom can you bring to Aimee? Did that flip? No, it did not. Answers, that one did. Woo! And finally, our queen is right side up. Let me get her. Oh, and we've had this lady come out a couple of times today, but this time she's right side up. Get my book out. I got her in reverse in my head now. So hold on. There she is. Directing all energies and visions into creating something you believe in. Pouring energies into a relationship or a creative project. Again, the cups are a card of hearts. Emotions. A people person, kind, honest, emotionally grounded, can handle complex emotional situations with ease. Love and openness and trust, focus, passion, expressing feelings. I honestly feel like if you ask, can I trust somebody? Are they going to be there for me? Is this going to work out for me? This is showing there's love, trust, and commitment there for you. I don't know what your question was, but I hope that helps. Absolutely. I just feel a big warm hug with that. I feel like you're going to have some support there. And I get a sense of excitement around that. I hope that helps, hon. Okay. Robin McDonald. Here we go. Robin. Somebody's in my head. Tweet. I don't even remember the song. Rockin' Robin. That's it. That song. I haven't heard that song in years, but I started hearing that song. So I don't know. Maybe that because your name's Robin, you've heard that a number of times. I don't know, but very interesting. It's so loud. I'm going to be singing it all day. Okay, stop doing that in my head. Let me try this again. Okay, Spirit. Move this away. Spirit. What answers, clarity, or wisdom? I don't trust that. Look, it's flipped over, and I didn't even do it. So I think that was an accident. Just do this again. I think that's Spirit's way of making me shuffle again. Spirit, what answers, clarity, or wisdom can you give to Robin? Ooh. Interesting, Robin. You have the Devil card come up. Now, please understand this card indicates more of a state of being and behaviors and habits than it does of anything nefarious. So this card can indicate addictions. It can indicate being, it's important in this case. But whenever you see that card, it's an indication that you need to let go of those chains that bind, right? Hold on here. How far is he up here? There we go. The Devil. Being or feeling chained to a situation or a person. Dark impulses or obsessions, temptations, ambitions, materialism or sexuality, manipulated or manipulating, chaos, ruled by senses, superficiality, judging appearances, feeling burnt by someone or something, difficult sexual or romantic encounters, or repressed desires or urges. See, the thing about this card is it really comes down to feeling. It comes down to, it's more like you want to go somewhere else, or I used to get this a lot when I was smoking, right? Because I hated being a smoker, but I was chained to it, and I didn't see how I could get away from it. And it's kind of like that in life. Maybe it's not smoking, but we can have addictions to dark thoughts. We can have addictions to making bad choices. We can have addictions to people that are negative in our world. Whatever this is, whatever your question was about, take a deeper look at your motivations around what you're asking for, because it just may be that either you are addicted to a negative vibration that you need to move away from, set yourself free from. But I want you to understand that the opposite of this card is the Lovers. The Lovers is the opposite of this. So both cards are very similar in their design. I'm not going to pick through my deck to find it right now. But they're very similar in design. The difference is that in the Lovers card, you have an angel here, and you have, these two are not chained. But the Lovers card has two people and an angel. So just understand that, I don't know what your question was, but I would, like I said, reevaluate why or where you are and where you want to go. Let go of the chains that bind, because the other side, the flip side of that card is the Lovers, just so you know. And even if you didn't ask about a romantic situation, then what that means is that the flip side of the situation will bring love into your world, like good, loving choices and decisions. All right, Vally Pritchard. Vally Pritchard. All right, here we go. Oh, Vally. Oh, there's too many, so we're going to try this again. Spirit. Wisdom, insight, answers. Can you give to Vally? What answers, clarity, insight, oh my goodness, you have dead people in my head. I can't talk straight. What answers, clarity, insight, or wisdom can you give to Vally? What answers? See, they keep trying to give me 15 cards. There we go. That doesn't surprise me because they kept trying to come out so many. So hold on a second. Let me get this before I see anything. Yeah. So you got the Empress reversed here. Now upright, she's abundant, nurturing, all of that. So reversed is kind of the opposite. Love turned upside down, withholding of affection, emotional difficulty, inability to express oneself, withdrawal of support or emotional detachment, feeling overwhelmed. Whatever your question was, I would say no. This is what you're looking at if you continue to go in that direction. I hope that helps. All right, Charlene Valvasori-Johnson. I am picking up space here, you guys, because we need to get to our members live, and we still have a few people to go. So, Charlene Valvasori-Johnson. Oh, Charlene, that's awesome. Wishes fulfilled, happiness, joy, celebrations, people coming together. If your question is, should we get together for, Christmas dinner? Yes, parties, celebrations, love. I'm going to remind you guys all, I can't say anything political because they will zip me, but I want to remind you to make your decisions based on love, not fear. Because whatever state of emotional you are in when you make the decision is the direction you go in. Make your decisions based on love, not fear, and they will bloom in your world. That's what this shows. This is a choice made based on love for yourself and your family. It's celebration all around you. So that is awesome, Charlene. Awesome. Okay, next we have Darlene Palmer. Here we go. Darlene Palmer. Somebody said I actually asked if I should change jobs. See, the thing is, Robin, I can't go back and read now because, or I don't know. I'll have to go back. Here's the thing is I don't know what your questions are when I'm pulling the cards, you guys. But when you guys comment your validations in the comments later, I can go back and look and go, oh, okay, it means this. You know what I mean? So if you were confused as to what it means, then I will help bring some clarity afterwards. Okay. Darlene Palmer. I got to stop reading those comments. I'm getting distracted. I'll read them after, I promise. Okay. Darlene Palmer. Spirit, what answers, clarity, wisdom, or insight can you give to Darlene? What answers, clarity, insight? Woo, I like that. And it just flipped the way it wants. Woo, temperance. You know, the way I like to remember temperance is to temper. Temper your thoughts, temper your emotions, temper control. It's the balance. It's the mixture. Today we tempered, right? Today this card came into full-blown view because I had to temper my emotions, my thoughts, my vibration, and focus it into where I wanted to go so that the frustration of the zipper that they did to me on Facebook did not take over my day. Temperance is about careful control of the factors around you to create the outcome that you want. So the answer to your question on this would be yes, but pay attention to what you're doing. Remember, you have help from the divine. You're not doing this alone. I just want to say that. Connect to your angels and your loved ones on the other side, and let today be a good lesson in the sense that you might be dealing with situations that your instinct is to get pissed, to get upset, but because you take deep breaths and you control the situation, you will move to a much more positive situation, much more positive outcome than you can see coming. Okay, Linda Sutherland. That's interesting. Linda, I heard somebody say, woohoo! So, interesting. Spirit. What answers, wisdom, or clarity do you have for Linda? Answers, wisdom, clarity do you have for Linda? Answers. There we go. Okay, in every broadcast that I do, one person wins for like hands down my favorite card pull of the day. Linda, you just won my favorite card pull of the day. Dun, 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 dun. 2 10s even, like 10-10. Something massive is about to happen in your world, Linda. I don't know what your question was. First, you have the 10 of the major arcana, which is the Wheel of Fortune, which is the stroke of luck, card in your favor. Yes, I can't say yes any more than this. This is the wheel turning in your favor, something going in your favor. The next 10 that we have is the 10 of Pentacles. This is the best money card in the deck, or one of the best money cards in the deck. It indicates something going in your favor, tradition, family. It can indicate inheritance. It is something happens that brings a bunch of money, security, abundance, prosperity, and just really great stuff in your family. So this is really exciting. I don't know what your question was, but that's my favorite answer of the whole day so far. That is awesome. Okay, who do we got next? Cheryl Woolen. Cheryl. Here we go. Cheryl Woolen. All right, Spirit. What answers, clarity, or wisdom can you give to Cheryl? That one jumped. Oh, okay, Cheryl. Loss, sadness. This card indicates that the need to let go of the loss and the sadness. It can indicate being stuck in loss and sadness. It's the second time we've seen this card today. There's a flip side, a positive side to this card that I want you to keep in mind, though, is that, yes, you may be very well aware of what you've lost or what is not feeling so good in your world right now. However, there's nowhere to go but this from then up, right? So once you're down and low as you can go, the only way to go is up, right? So this just means that you got to accept a loss so that you can move up. But the first step is having to accept that loss. So I don't know what your question was, but if you're asking, should I move forward in this direction? I would say no, there's a loss there. I don't know what your question was, but it's an indication that you have to deal with your emotion before you move forward in whatever direction you were asking about, or you're just not ready to move forward in that direction because of the loss that you've experienced. So probably a no. Or it could indicate that if you do that, whatever your question was, that you will experience loss. So whatever your question was, just understand that's the meaning of the card. So Joy Big Tobacco. I keep drawing on my face, you guys. I guess you guys just need some comedy material for this, hey? I'll do my members live looking like my kids did my makeup. I told you I'm in a weird mood today. I can't even remember whose name I read. Oh, boy. Joy. Joy is the key. I love your name, sweetie, because joy literally is the key to life, you guys. You get what you feel. So here we go. Spirit, what answers, clarity, and wisdom do you have for Joy? Answers. Ooh. Your ship coming in. I love this one. This gentleman's standing here waiting for his ship to come in. This is not somebody who's standing there hoping that there might be a ship that possibly comes in with his name on it. No. This is somebody who's put in the work. He's dressed in some nice clothes. He's standing there with his wands. He has created something. He's built something. He's waiting for his ship to come in. So this just, sometimes it can indicate having to have a little bit of patience, but it very much indicates that you know something's on its way. So whatever your question was, the answer is, oh yeah, you can be sure of it. Your ship is soon to come in, sweetie. That is awesome. All right, Janet McIntosh. Here we go. Janet. Spirit, what answers, clarity, and wisdom do you have for Janet's question? Answers, clarity, and wisdom do you have for Janet's question? Answers, clarity, and wisdom. Your cards are not wanting to come out here, Janet. Hold on a second. All right, Spirit, come on. Answers, clarity, and wisdom do we have for Janet? Answers, clarity, and wisdom do we have for Janet? Answers, clarity, and wisdom do we have? Wow, Janet, they're not coming. Answers. There we go. That took a while. Ugh. I was hoping that it would be better than this because I know you're going through so much right now. So let me just get the exact meaning before I go and be like, oh, damn it. Hold on. No. The answer to your question is no. Out of control, chaos, too many elements, wrong direction, recklessness, forcing the wrong action, ill-advised venture, feeling futility, change course, disappointment, lack of discipline, not heeding warnings. Honestly, honey, what I hear and feel in my head is that, how do I explain this? See, I've got the psychic medium part of me going off as well with this card. And really what I pick up from this is that you have a habit of behaviors. And I think we're talking about your son here, honey. I really do. You're a member. So I know I've read for you before and I keep seeing son. Possible postponement or cancellation. I could be picking up a multitude of things in your life right now, but it's saying that you feel like you can't go forward in the old way, and that you're starting to have these new, you have to figure out a new direction to move forward and change the course of action. I really feel like you're trying to nurture and love somebody. That's why I keep getting your son here. And that sometimes like you've heard me say earlier, you can't get down and focus on somebody's bad choices enough to make them make good choices. All you can do is be a positive example for them to follow and hope that they will, meet you there, that they will follow you there. Whatever this is, it's cautioning you on moving forward in the same old. And it's telling you to make your decisions based on loving yourself, and based on the new knowledge and information that you have, and based on trust for God and the universe. I want to tell you guys something. You can't worry and trust God at the same time. You can't. It's not possible. If you're worried, you're saying, I don't trust that you're bringing me what I want. Let me explain it to you this way. You don't put an order in at a restaurant and then follow the waitress back to the kitchen and go, well, I don't believe you're going to cook it for me or bring it to me. So I'm going to watch you. I need to see every step of this. You don't do that. But we often do that with God and with our loved ones because we're so used to paying attention to that, what we don't like. But you have to understand, you get what you ask for. Ask for it, put it out there. Match the vibration in your life. So if you're asking for something happy, you can't go wallow in an unhappy mud pool and think that they're going to bring you all the happiness into the mud. It doesn't work that way. You got to put yourself into the happiness and then the happiness will come to you. But whatever you ask for will happen, will come to you as long as you put yourself in that vibration. So Janet, long story short, trust God that you're not alone on this journey. Do things differently. This is a warning on making old choices and old decisions based on old patterns and based on guilt or negative emotion. Love yourself and you will show other people how to love you and they will learn how to love themselves too. Okay. Kayla Danielle. Here we go. Kayla Danielle. All right, Spirit. All right. What wisdom, answers, and clarity. Oh, look at that, Kayla. Easy peasy. One of the best cards in the deck. The Star card. All wishes being fulfilled. Being the center of attention. Pardon me, get this card a lot in my readings because that's you guys. That's the THM Club. That's my readings. That's my work. I get this all the time because this is my wish coming true, being able to take all this craziness up in here and have it make sense in people's lives and to find out that it was actually dead people in my head and that what they have to say to the people, the living here actually helps people's lives. That's my wish come true. That makes me feel like a star. And this puts you in the public eye as well in a sense. So all your dreams coming true. I don't know what your question was, but that's a yes in a big way. Yes. All right, Connie Fraser. How's my timing, guys? How's my timing? Oh, pick it up, Tracy. Pick it up. All right, Connie. Here we go. Answers, clarity, and wisdom. Do we have for Connie? Here we go. Oh, Connie, somebody's ticking you off right now. I'm going to go to this, or maybe this is an element of yourself that you're struggling with. Let me just take a look here. The Queen of Swords reversed is someone's judgment is off, obsessing over the past. We've had this subject a lot today. You guys are very worried about the past and the things that are going on in the past. Sharp tongue, using logic to hurt or be mean, unreliable judgment, gossiping, woman in a time of difficulty, an exercise or an excess of ego or sadness, I should say, especially about past events. So again, sorry, I forgot your first name for a second there. I knew who I was talking to. I've seen your face before. But so again, Connie, I would say that the answer to your question is you can't get there by thinking about the past and thinking about the way that you don't like things and what you don't like about it. The way that you get to whatever your question was about is by thinking about where you want to go and matching the vibration of being there. So thinking about your future and what you want more than you think about the past. Does that make sense? You got this. All right. Karen Bozek-Vitrano. I hope I said your name right. Karen. All right. Spirit, what answers? Clarity, wisdom. Oh, release the burdens, Karen. You got too much on your plate. The answer to your question is let it go. I'm hearing the song literally from Frozen. Let it go, let it go. You got too much on your plate. Release the burdens. You will feel so much better. Don't make decisions based on obligation. Make decisions based on happiness. I mean, my week was a perfect example of this. Again, I use myself as an example all the time, you guys. It's all I got. So, but my week was a perfect example of this. I felt obligated to get these tarot cards up because I promised you guys I would, but it's also my passion. But if I had of done them earlier in the week and forced it to happen, it would have taken the passion out of it, right? So yes, I had an obligation to do it, but then I also have to trust God and trust that you all want the best message possible, not the forced message, right? So sometimes we have to temper our thoughts and ideas and in order to line them up with the best outcome. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind going forward, that the answer to your question is that if you let go of some of the burdens and stuff you're holding on to now, you will make a much better decision and you will feel so much better. Brittany Ray. I can't even read my own writing, you guys. Sorry, Brittany. All right, Brittany Ray. Guys, spirit, answers, clarity, wisdom do you have for Brittany Ray? What answers, clarity, or wisdom do you have for Brittany's question? Answers. Woo! No. Yeah, no. I'll show you the card in a second. I want to look it up here. That's like as clear of a no as you can get, to be honest with you. Harsh judgments, lies, misinformation, unfairness, lack of clarity, confusion, possible conflict with others on your path to your plan. Look for errors or assumptions. Bury the hatchet with past people before you can move forward. This card is a perfect example of everything we've been talking about. And that is that whatever your emotion is about the subject, if you're trying to move forward, you're moving forward in that emotion. So if you have a bunch of negativity and frustration around the situation and you're trying to push forward anyway, guys, that's not going to work. So, Brittany, this basically says no. I don't know what your question was, but I feel like you're trying to push something forward that's not ready to come yet. Okay, Shayla Asen. I actually had to take a picture of your name and blow it up because I'm like, am I seeing two A's? I'm blind as a bat. Am I seeing that right? Funny. Okay, Shayla. You got good energy, though. Okay, spirit. See, your energy's jumping out already. You're afraid. I don't know what you're afraid of. Hold on, I want to go back and read this again. Shayla. Weakness or overwhelmed, out of control, unsatisfying experience, being controlled, feeling in the lion's den. I just need to do one more thing here. I don't know why they said just one more. Please, just one more. Someone said it that way exactly. So hold on. Shayla. And then they put two. Yeah. Feeling like you're in the lion's den. You have this gentleman that comes up here that I think controls the money strings and trying to break free out of a situation that has held you back or had you restricted for a while. It's talking about feeling restricted and closed in and afraid. So, Shayla, I don't know what your question was. It's interesting because it felt like you had some really good energy. And I think the reason why I felt that really good energy was this card that popped out. The Knight of Pentacles is a hardworking, slow and steady, wins the race, the hare, not the turtle, the turtle, not the hare, kind of energy. So it shows you working towards something. This is a really good card reversed because it indicates moving away from those addictions or those behaviors or habits that have held you back and made you feel restricted. So that's actually a really good card. Really good reading. Okay, David O'Regan. Here we go. David O'Regan. David. Spirit, what answers, clarity, or wisdom do you have for David? Answers, clarity, or wisdom do you have for David? There it is. Ooh, let me look this one up, David. The Queen of Pentacles reverse is what you have. Hold on. I'm going to show you her in a second here. Nervousness. This doesn't surprise me, actually. Nervousness, feeling or unease, feelings of not having enough to offer, not enough money or goods to continue in your plans, sense of lack and depletion over giving and burnout. You know what's interesting, David, is that you and I had a reading not very long ago. And this is basically what your whole reading was about. You've been stuck in this energy in the past of feeling like you can't manifest what you want. You're going from one negative frustration experience to the next. And it's saying, listen, plan what you want, gets clear up here. Don't leave it willy-nilly and see what comes into your world. Plan it, be specific, and set it out into motion and manifest what you want. If you just keep accepting whatever offer comes your way, then you're never going to feel like you are in control and that you're creating your dreams. You can do that, but you got to get out of that old stuck pattern of being in lack. You're very aware of what you're lacking. You got to get more aware of your skills, your talents, and the amazing parts of who you are and be more focused on those than on what you can't do. And then watch your life bloom all around you. All right, Ruth Gronemeyer. Here we go. Spirit, what answers, clarity, wisdom, insight can you bring to Ruth's question? Oh, here we go, Ruth. Oh, interesting. You got the Justice card reversed. And before I go telling you what I'm pretty sure I understand this to mean, I want to make sure I look at my book and see what jumps out at me here. Holy, she's back here. There we go. Reversed. Yeah, literally, I don't know what your question was, hon. Ruth, but it means no. Things not working out. Dishonesty or hidden agendas, taking advantage, ending of a partnership, unfair legal decision, immoral behavior or gaslighting, unfairly judged. You know what's interesting? So as I'm holding this up, Ruth, I am hearing that something is not going to go in your favor. Some decision or something that you're waiting for is not going to go in your favor. But as I hold that card up, I heard, but this isn't the end. Sometimes we need things to not go in our favor because it pushes us in another direction. And then when we look in that direction, blessings start pouring in. So whatever that injustice is happening for you, not to you. Keep that in mind. All right, Pamela Crane. Here we go. Pamela Crane. All right, Spirit. What insight? Ooh, didn't even turn over. What insight, clarity, wisdom can you give to Pamela's question? Insight, clarity. Ooh, that's good, Pamela. This is actually a good card. So the 8 of Cups indicates walking away from pain, looking in another direction from happiness. It's actually like a card of a continuation, or I guess it could be an after card from the 5 of Cups of being immersed in loss and whatnot. This is a good card, I say, because it shows that you have been trying to either push a situation, make a situation happen, or you've been so focused on a loss for a while now. And finally, you are looking in another direction for happiness. You are moving towards another direction. Whatever your question was about, this card indicates that the answer is that it will move you to a happier situation. So let's say if you ask for a job, oh yeah, that's moving towards something after a loss. So it would indicate moving on from a job loss, right? If you indicate, is there somebody coming in my world? Yes, when you let go of the loss and you move forward. Okay. Dana Blazer. Dana. Here we go. Spirit. What insight, answers, clarity, and wisdom do you have for Dana? Woo, Dana, that just fell out. Oh, this is a common one for Christmas, though, you guys. It's very common. A lot of us are taking on too much right now. Too many tasks, too many burdens. Sometimes we feel burnt out and like we can't go forward. We just have so much on our plate, right? So I don't know what the answer to your question is, but I feel like maybe if you're asking, should I start something new? It's saying this is not the right time. You have so much on your plate right now. Focus on letting go of some of those burdens before you take on anything new is what I would say about that card. I don't know what your question was. If it's about a relationship or something, I would say revisit your priorities, revisit your obligations and what you're focusing on within the relationship, because something's out of balance. You are out of balance. You are feeling like you have a lot of burdens. So you got to let go of some of those. All right. Lorraine Bigsby. Here we go. Lorraine. Spirit, what answers, guidance, wisdom do you have for Lorraine? Oh, that's wonderful. Lorraine, happiness, joy, family, contentment, people coming together. This is an indication of joy and success after a trying time. It is the 10. It's at the end of the cups. It's like the conclusion of everything. It is family. You notice there's little kids playing in there, and it's just one of the happiest cards in the deck, and it indicates family, friends, loved ones, people coming together. So whatever your question was, that's a yes, a very positive yes. Okay. Winnie Downey, last but not least, Winnie Downey. Then I'm going to take a short break, and I will be back, and we will be doing our members live readings. Yay. Okay. Spirit, what answers? Oh, that was quick. Indication of moving. Winnie, I just realized, you know what I just heard? Somebody tapped me on the shoulder and said, you didn't call her back yet. There's a voicemail message there. Oh, please understand, you guys. Sometimes I miss voicemail messages, especially if you leave them on a Tuesday or a Saturday when I'm live. I get a lot of hangups on those days. So sometimes I forget to check them because I think they're mostly hangups. And Wendy, I think I told you 2 days ago I was going to get back to you. And then I've been so freaking busy. By the time I think about it, it's like 10 o'clock at night and can't call that late. So I'm sorry. So the reason why this reminded me is because you've got the Ace of Wands reversed, which can indicate it literally is the no card. I'll tell you, actually, I don't even need to look it up because this card is one of the best cards in the deck for yes and no. And the reason is, if you look closely, let's turn it up right. You see that thumb? You see that hand there? What's he got? He's got a thumbs up. See that? Thumbs up. The answer to your question here is thumbs down. Thumbs down. But it also indicates not being, that's why I was going to look up the wand, not being able to move forward in a direction. There is a new idea, new passion, new project there. Planting a seed, not the time to start something new. Energy's just not right to begin yet. It's not a bad card. It just means it's just not the right time yet. That's all. I feel so much better. Oh, you guys, you know what? I'm so glad this challenge actually happened today because now I know that I can use YouTube. Yay, Tracy. Woohoo. This is a major success for me. Oh, poke myself with the microphone. This was a major success for me. So this is me overcoming one of my big challenges that I've been struggling with by focusing on the good stuff. And see, it took a challenge and something that might have been perceived as bad to make me push me outside of my comfort zone to know that I could do it. I'll see you guys all back here in about half an hour for Members Live. Thank you guys all so much. And then I will see you again here next week. So I will go back and read the comments. And thank you guys all so much for liking and sharing this video as well. But if you want me to pull a card for you, then come back and watch our Members Live and like and share that video. And then comment, like, and share it on that video. And next week at 10 o'clock on Tuesday, I will be pulling your name for a tarot card. Thanks, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.